Hey, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Hey, you guys, I missed you. I know you missed me. I've gotten all your messages. I thank you very kindly. Okay. Let me just tell you why I don't answer real quick, because sometimes I be driving. And so it'll pop up on my screen and I'll read it, but I won't have a chance to respond to it, right? Because I'll be on to the next one, on to the next one. But I love each and every one of you, and you know it. Listen, remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Y'all already know why we back. We back to talk about Power, Book 2, Ghost. This is season 4, and it is also the final season. It is ending after season 4, and I am ecstatic about that. I think, yeah, it's time to take this joker out back and you know what I'm saying, put in some ventilation, right? Also, y'all can gather up Force, BMF, anything y'all was even thinking about trying to do with Tate, y'all throw that on the pile too. Everything need to be put on the pile, and then lighter fluid, and just go ahead and send it on off to be with the universe somewhere. We're done now. Thank you very kindly, everyone. And I'm gonna tell you why. But listen, this is season 4, episode 1. I don't unalive easy, right? I don't know, child. These YouTube streets is real narrow and rickety. You got to be careful riding through here, okay? So we just gonna say unalive, okay? This is what it is. I don't unalive easy. All right, listen. Okay, so the season is gonna be done in 2 parts. Started June 7th. It's gonna end like first, right around 4th of July, somewhere in there. And then it won't come back until September. This is just to prolong the buffoonery. You know how when you was in school and your teacher had something important to do, you know what I'm saying? She had to go pay a bill or something, and she put y'all in clusters or groups or pairs and had y'all work on something for a little bit while she get, you know what I'm saying, while she handle for real business. You know what I'm saying? Busy yourselves. But this is what I want y'all to work on, and we're going to come together and we're going to talk about it. I feel like this whole episode this is what this whole episode gave us, right? I feel like they paired the Tariq and Brayden character together, and they was like, here, take this iPhone and microphone and these notebooks. I want you to write your own scenes, right? And, you know, script it out, you know what I'm saying, and then film it, right? And they did the same thing with Drew and Diana and Kane and Effie. They let Davis do his thing. It was a little raunchy, you know what I'm saying? It was a la, you know what I'm saying? First time meeting Davis, you know, tease. That's what it was. You know, he was real hoish when he first came out here. And so I know they let Method Man film his own, write his own script and film his own scenes, right? Because he was like, oh, I got hoes. Different, and I'm not practicing law. I'm not putting no suit on. I'm buck naked. Y'all know these middle-aged women love the way my muscles and shoulders look, especially wet. I digress. But listen, they let Monet go off and do hers on her own too. You know what I'm saying? These are skilled professionals, right? Skilled writers. They can write their own scenes. It really don't mean nothing, no way. And Noma and Anya and whatever her bodyguard is, who probably won't be on here after in episode 3. I mean, I see they working on getting rid of him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how much more can he be emasculated except to get ventilation? You get what I'm saying? Like, she working on ventilating him. So we're not even gonna bother to learn his name. And yeah, that's what I think. Y'all tell me what y'all think about how it was filmed and how the dialogue and stuff went. It's just episode 1. Relax, Miss Honey. It's just episode 1. I know, but we analyze over here. We do not review. Okay, back up. We analyze. All right, I'm just telling you, it was poorly done. They wanted it to be this big to do, but it was not. Let's just talk about basically what went on. Tariq and Brayden done had like a little shootout with Noma, Drew, Kane, Effie, Monet in the hospital because, you know, her own children turned against her. In the driveway, child, in the driveway, had it locked down and everything, and accomplished nothing, right? They suck. Overall, they suck. Okay. Um, but they try to put it out like a little John Wick type thing. Now you're at war with Noma. Now Noma um may have a team of people. We just don't see them. And she got this one guy that keep following her around, and she keeps slapping and kicking in the nuts, and you know what I'm saying, humiliating. I feel like she slide in and out of that. What's her name? Chikizi, Caroline Chikizi. I think she slide in and out of that accent a little bit. It was throwing me off. You know what I mean? So they at war with her, and it's giving us a little John Wick. The reason why it's giving us a little John Wick because they're, after they have this little shootout and run out, and Brayden's like, I think I hit one of them. I think I hit one of them. Should you be carrying a gun? Should you be carrying a gun? Because I mean, you could have shot. You could have shot Tariq. Like, you're the most inexperienced thug. I mean, you and Diana are probably neck and neck for mealy mouth, inexperienced, wishy-washy, lukewarm, barely committed, I will turn on you and tell everybody type energy. So anyway, the only person that come out of there, hurt is Kane. And then he spent the whole episode acting like he is just wounded. Wounded. Well, it wasn't Graves because the doctor that Noma sent over to his house had pulled a bullet out of it. But still, I mean, you was really giving us overacting in Woody. You really was in this episode. But then I digress. Okay, we're gonna talk about it. So listen. So Tariq and Brayden on the run. They don't know what to do. Brayden want to know what's next. I don't know. Should we eat? Should I, go relieve my bowels? I don't know. You tell me what I'm supposed to be working on right now. Tariq is frustrated. Tariq is like, give me a chance to think. Can you give me a chance to think, please? Okay. I got these capers just don't fall out of the sky. So they, originally they plan was to get Noma's daughter. They know where Noma's daughter was, and they was gonna get Noma's daughter and hold Noma's daughter for ransom, and just be like, back up off of us or your daughter gets it. But Effie, who's now Team Noma, Team Kane, Team Tejada, she's still Team Effie. Who are we kidding? She just looking like she with them. She says he gonna try to kidnap your son. So immediately Noma sends her people over to gather up her daughter and lock her away. They're gonna take her to the airport, and a private airport, and put her on a plane and whisk her away. All of this. And so that plan is thwarted. They got to get another plan on how they gonna get Noma and them off their back. Now Noma tells everybody, listen, college kids, young 20-year-olds, you guys are officially my team now, right? And I need y'all to pair up and go and find Tariq and Brayden and ventilate them, And everybody run their separate ways. Now she won't Kane to go back to his penthouse. She gonna send a doctor over there, and that doctor gonna help him clean up his wounds and stuff. And she want Effie to take him. And so we see Effie and Kane. She try to take him, and they try to have this warm conversation. I don't know why we doing this right now, but okay, she got to really ingratiate herself to him. This is what Effie does best. Effie finesses. Effie is an excellent finesser, right? Effie just really sucks at recovery. She don't recover well, right? So she finessing him, and I don't. He angry, he hurt, whatever. Who cares? And she's basically spent the whole episode walking behind Kane because he don't want to go home. He want to go over to Brayden's house. Like, Kane is a bull. In all the world is a china shop. You know what I'm saying? You hurt in the arm, but you want to go over here and mollywop this guy, Brayden's oldest brother. He walks in the door, he pistol whips him, and his daddy is just like, don't, please, don't. And I'm like, well, you see it favoring the arm, kick this joker in the shoulder, but it's fine. Effie, who dropped him off and knows where he's going, comes in the door, and she's like, sorry, good white folks. Come on now, calm down, Kane. Come on. You want a treat? Want a treat? Want a treat? Huh? Basically, this is the entire episode. Is Kane taking one hat. He is fixated on getting rid of Tariq. And probably because there is a part of him that knows he's being finessed. And part of it is because and that's the only way he's really gonna win with F is if he get rid of, in his mind, if he get rid of Tariq. And because this is how he operates. It was Monet that kind of kept a real tight grip on his choke chain, right? And gave him some direction. So he still needs some direction and some ideas. The problem is that he gets a wild hair up his butt. He don't think it through. He thinks just goes strictly off of emotion, and he be making stuff worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a terrible, terrible, terrible opponent in terms of cunningness. Like, he's not competition for Tariq at all, right? Because he's muscle, not math. You know what I mean? So that's Effie and Kane. Drew and Diana, listen, failed miserably at everything. At everything. Drew want to be a sociopath so bad, but he more like a diet sociopath, like a sugar-free sociopath. And he really just lonely. If he had a man, he wouldn't be doing none of this. Remember, you was artistic, Drew. Do you remember that? And you need to stop shooting. You got tiny hands, sir. Your tiny hands keep you from being accurate. And I think they done kidnapped Brayden's sister, child. They done kidnapped Brayden's sister out of the dorm room. Diana, you know, she just talk her out to come go with us and find Brayden. Brayden is in trouble. Don't call nobody. Don't pick up your phone, so on and so forth. Not sus at all. And he want to be, you know, Mr. Kidnapper. And she immediately sprays him in the face with mace and jumps out the car and runs and gets away. Who's a tough guy? Who's a tough guy? It's not you, Drew. It's not true. And Diana is upset about Monet. Monet is in surgery, child. And well, her body in surgery, but her spirit is arguing with her own guilt. And her guilt looked like Mecca and the man she was married to, Poppy. And so basically she arguing with her guilt, but this is the form that it takes, and this is how we see her. You know, when she arguing with Mecca, she see herself as full. Now she under the knife, under anesthesia, see herself fully made up, baby, with this beautiful auburn wig on. Is it auburn? Is it red? Is it flaxen? Is it bronze? What is it? Anyway, foxy red. And you know, but in real life, she physically on the table with lashes, a little light, you know, Floyd Roberts blush, and a soft peach lip. Okay. And then when she get out of surgery, she go into a coma for like 15 minutes, and then she come out and she is completely coherent, right? She is completely coherent. Oh yeah, and she got a full set of nails on, but I digress. I digress, right? So that's the Monet we saw this episode. But anyway, Diana is upset about the fact that she plotted and planned to get her mama unalive, and it did not work. And so now she feel bad and she feel guilty, and she can't really get with this John Wick pow chase after them and get rid of them and all that because her mama's in surgery, right? I mean, somebody's got to show compassion and kindness. It might as well be the sister. All right. Again, Drew is trying to act like a sociopath, and it's just so sugar-free. Like, it's flavorless, it's colorless, it's odorless. Yeah, there's no fermentation there at all. All right, so let's see who else. Davis. Now, Davis is under scrutiny, child. He under scrutiny, and they questioning him about everything that's been going on. So his license is on hold. He can't represent Tariq. So when Tariq called him for help while they on the run, he can't he can't really help. Now that's fine, but again, we get to see him in the shower, and he's got holes and different area codes and everything. And he tell Tariq, you know, I can't help you. I can't do nothing for you. And then Noma called him, and Noma is like, listen, you need to let me know where Tariq is. And she busts over there to his house. Really, that's what she did. Then she take the unit she got working for her, and she go over there and threaten him, and he is like, you don't threaten me, bop, bop, bop. And she was like, I see your 2 and raise you 3. And then she storms out. I was just like, oh, okay. He called Tariq. Again, I can't help you, but at least he don't hurt him and say, hey, you in a bad way, right? Because by this time, Tariq and Brayden done bust in on Anya, who is Noma's daughter. Right? Now, Noma can't go back to the UK or Paris or London or whatever because of that man they got unalive there, right? Which I think was Anya's daddy. She can't go back there because, you know, he was a big man there. So you in New York City, which is such a discreet place to hide, and you still trying to act like you run stuff here. Girl, good night. Good night. Nobody. You're just, Noma's another Mecca. Noma's another Mecca. Remember Mecca came on and we were like, brutality. Yay. This is like original power brutality. Like, this is what we're here for. Grit, grind. You know what I'm saying? Like, shocking, right? Mecca came on. He was like, pow, pow, pow. I don't play. I'm Mecca, baby. I'm Mecca. And we was like, yay. And then he was like, meow. You know, the rest of the season, meow, and ended up getting ventilated. This is the character that Noma's playing now, right? She's supposed to be like, yeah, I'm a vicious and I'm a queen pin, you know, I run the drug organization and I will murder you all, right? And now we're seeing she's just like, meow, you know what I'm saying? Meow. You know, she's still giving us a little scratching post, but I'll give her another maybe 2 episodes before she's like meow and ventilated. I'm just being honest with you. Or jail, you know what I mean? But they bringing so many characters in, so many new characters, which we're going to talk about. It's no telling. Anyway, so her daughter, beautiful girl, but of course she's typical. She's super, super rich. She's super, super spoiled. She's got to leave where she is. She doesn't want to leave. She doesn't get on the plane because Brayden and Tariq followed her, and they attack, and at this time she put a headset on, so she don't really hear all of the shooting and the commotion and all of that. Okay, she's a rude little spoiled brat. She's nasty acting, and she's cold, but she's really just want to be heard. She feels like nobody's telling her anything. She don't really feel it for her mama. Her mama love her and want to be loved back, but the girl don't trust you. She don't trust you. She see you for your works, Noma. So I just don't know what this Anya character is gonna do, like purpose. Okay, because it would have been much more interesting had it been Effie. It would have been much more interesting, but this what we doing, you know. Yeah, so I don't know where they going with that character, but that's Noma and Anya and the unit that work for them, right? And then we talked about Monet, we talked about David, Kate and Effie, Drew and Diana, Boo, Tariq and Brayden. Listen, them on that empty campus with hardly anybody around, that was crazy. This is where the John Wick come in at, because after the airfield situation with Anya, Noma put out $100,000 reward on Brayden, and you know what I'm saying, she called around there, and the ladies with the tattoos and the nice red lips was like, you know, all of a sudden everybody's phone just start beeping, right? Because now this has been sent out. Now it's Drew, Diana, Kane, Effie, everybody, and two extra people. An Asian lady who we saw one time walking through the campus with blades. We never saw her again. Maybe she'll be back in episode 2. And this other gentleman that ended up getting ventilated. Now he So they've got these people looking for them, and they back there on campus. I don't know why one of them couldn't go and the other one work on something else. I'm not even sure why they not coming around back and scooting in that way. They just walking through the campus, you know what I'm saying, dressed in all black, looking like ninjas, acting like they don't want to speak to people, walking briskly. And Kane, who already messed thing up with the Westerns, you know the people done call the folks, and they looking for you too. And he on the campus, he just checking the campus out, and happenstance from light skinned Keisha, aka Brushandria, that they saw Brayden them there. And so he texts Noma and tell her. She tell everybody, right? So here come the random white man and the Asian lady. They was just right there by the campus. They was just waiting, you know, they was at the coffee shop. And like I said, completely empty campus. It does look like Brayden, Michael Rainey Jr. and Gianni Paolo filmed all of this themselves. They get their money. They get out of there. They get in the parking deck. And who's there? Paz's nephew. Paz's son. Angela's, his daddy's lover, nephew. Now, he got this drive. And the drive was supposed to be promising in season 3, right? But because they ended this season, the series finale, this is the last season. I guess they decided to do away with that portion of it. I'm assuming. I don't know. Anyway, they didn't need him no more. So he meet them in the parking deck. And he done went and talked to his mama. And he talked to Blanca. And Blanca was like, you know, let this go. We don't follow leads. We just show up at the end of every episode and stand over the unalive body. I mean, let it go. What are you talking about? I'll see you 3 and 4 episodes. I'll be back in 4 episodes when everybody is unalive. You know what I'm saying? And so she don't want to hear it. So he go talk to his mama. And his mama's like, I'm sure you'll figure it out. Now, she don't let on that she knows somebody. She don't let on that she knows a detective played by Michael Ealy named Don Carter. She don't tell her son, hey, I got a friend. I need you to talk with him and let him help you work this through. She's just like, you'll figure it out. So here he is in the parking deck down at the school, and he confronting Brayden and Tariq. And once he say who he is, Tariq is like, oh, okay, you definitely going down because I didn't like your auntie. I don't like your people. I don't like where your people hail from. And so at the same time, this random white dude that won $100,000 is shooting. And Tariq and them scatter, because that's what they do. They scatter. And then Paz's son and the random white guy have a shootout, okay? And Paz's son kills the random white guy. Again, we never see the Asian lady walking through with these long, sharp knives in plain sight. We never see her again. And I can't remember if he was still okay, and then Tariq walked up behind him and mollywopped him from the back real good, and then he got an idea of a caper that he thought would work. What he did was he called Noma, and he had Brayden film. You know, Brayden don't do the heavy work. Brayden films and edits and things like that. And so hold the camera, hold it up, hold it in the light, put it right here. And he's got a gun to Paz's son's head, and he tells Noma, yeah, you see this? He got a zip drive, and he confronted us, and on this zip drive, it says all of these things. It's got your organization and proof that you this, that, and the other. And if you don't call a truce, if you don't call off of this $100,000 John Wick bounty on my head, I'm going to put it all out there. I'm not going to put it out there if you call the truce off. Okay? And she was like, how do I know that that? Show her your badge. Show her your badge. And the guy shows the badge, and she's like, oh, okay. Also at the behest of her eunuch, who got his own little sidebar business going. And he also, reason why she ain't got nobody, because he killing off his own co-workers, you know what I'm saying, to keep them from telling the truth about what he got going on around there. Sneaky snake. And he tells her, this my best advice. You just don't play with him. You know what I'm saying? Just call it off and be fine. But you know, he got a little thing going on with Tariq too. Anywho, she calls it all off. And then he turns around, and probably the most shocking part of the episode, turns around and ventilates Paz's son. Wow, I did not see that coming, but it was a nice surprise. It was really the only action part for me that I found exhilarating, grimy for the whole episode. That was the only part, and I was fine with that. And then, of course, we see the Michael Ealy character, Detective Don Carter. We see where he's at church, and he's obviously Catholic, I guess, and they've got all these candles lit, and he's, you know, talking and, oh, you know, help me to, you know, save the world and be the hero of this season and all of this stuff. And then he's coming out, and Paz is there, and I don't know how Paz knows he's there, but she's located him at his house of worship, and now she want to tell him, I need your help. They unalive my baby, my little baby boy. And I know it was Tariq, you know, and my face is barely wet. But I'm very upset. And he was like, I'm gonna definitely go after Tariq for you and for your son. You know, I'm gonna definitely do that. Now, I don't know where he came from. I don't know if he, the young lady in Original Power, her brother was unalived, and I think she was eventually unalived, because they were like witnesses, the only people to see James St. Patrick. I'm not sure if that's y'all know, put it down below. So I don't know if he's kin to them or whatever, but he does agree to help, you know what I mean, which Noma's not long, right? Now we've got a new Lord, hopefully we don't have to worry about Jenny. I think we're gonna at least see her once. When I looked in the cast, she was on several cast lists still, and they were recent cast lists, so we probably gonna see her at least once or twice. I know we're gonna see Blanca again. We also gonna see Elise Marie Proctor, y'all. That's Proctor's daughter, and her name, she's played by a young lady named Matea. So y'all remember that Tariq and Proctor's daughter was close. He kind of protected her and tucked her away with the family so she'll be safe, because you know her mama was a crackhead. And so we're gonna see that character, and I wouldn't mind seeing Brayden be fodder. He doesn't serve a purpose, and see the Elise Proctor character be Tariq's new sidekick. To me, it feels more interesting. Then we see Janet Stewart, who's gonna be like cousin to played by Golden Brooks to Monet. So maybe we'll learn a little bit more about where they came from, but I doubt it. I don't think they have time for that. Nor do I think they care to expound and add some more texture to the storyline. Again, it's high level, high school musical, but it's giving me college play tease anyway. And then we're gonna see Detective Nico Calder, who's played by Aaron Eisenberg, I think. Now Nico wasn't Paz's son, I don't know, but anyway. So we got a couple of new characters. What did you guys think of this episode? Me, unimpressed. You know, I think it just feels like all the writers went over to Raising Kanan. and now they've left the actors to sort of write their own scenes and film their own scenes. Like, it was just so, you know, basic. Like the filming, the storyline, just basic. The overacting Some of it was crazy. Drew and Kane, some definite overacting. Monet, we're kind of used to it by now. She's very dramatic, but I was so uninterested in that conversation she was having with Mecca and Poppy. Just uninterested. So yeah, that was this week's episode. Of course, we'll be back next week with the episode. I'd love to hear what you guys thought of this season opener. How do you feel about the show ending? You know, are you broken up and sad about it? I'm just sitting around waiting for Raising Canaan. And I also done took my eggs out of the P Valley basket because I just feel like it's going to be more of the same. Like, the whole internet is social media, these shorts, these TikToks. Like, it's just all coming across like so staged to me. Movies, I mean, they're just great. They're just mediocre, no name, no texture, nothing. I find myself going back and watching a lot of old stuff, like pre-pandemic stuff, because it just was just a little bit more fulfilling. Everything just kind of seems hollow, light, sugar-free. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all put it down below. Listen, until next time, honeybees.